Okay, boys, quick little recap here. Recently, the garage isn't that destroyed, but I do need to clean it up. This is the air compressor I'm going to use for the onboard air on the car instead of having a CO2 system you got to fill up. Not that it's even that big of a deal, but my buddy Jason has onboard air on his Mustang and helping out with that car a couple times. It's nice. They're not too loud or it's basically like no work. They come on, you get your desired tank pressure, whatever, and then for the chutes, shifter, boost control, all that air is always ready all the time, as long as you can remember to turn the pump on. So I definitely wanted to do that. However, this car had a CO2 bottle in it already, and it already has the CO2 mount and stuff, and it's in like a really good spot. I don't want to like cut it out or not put anything in there. So instead of using the standard onboard air pump and tank kit all together, I kind of just sourced out the pieces a little bit. So this is a little bit bigger pump than would come on like a K&R onboard air kit. It just has like the cooling fins and stuff on the motor. That'll make 150 PSI. I bought a CO2 bottle, and then it's not a fully developed thought here, but I'm going to plumb the pump into the burst disc of the CO2 bottle. This is like 3,000 PSI, this burst disc. That pump is never going to make, this thing will never have more than 200 PSI in it. So they don't want you messing with this. So this thread here is like a British pipe-ish, super thin thread, safety deal. So not easy to find a blank or anything for that I can drill and tap. So I'll probably end up closing the holes on this, drilling through that little burst disc, and then tapping like a 1/4 inch NPT pipe fitting. Yeah, so this is a 3/4 inch, or not 3/4 inch, 3/8 inch pipe. And you can tell that they're close, but they're not close enough. So I don't want to destroy the valve. I can't, it's not deep enough to run a tap through it to change the thread. So not a big deal. I don't have to do this right now. I was just trying to get a little bit more thought process developed with what I was going to do here. So now that the pump is in, this is in, I'll set the stuff in the car, and in the next week or two, I will get this destroyed so it has a 1/4 inch pipe fitting so we can feed it with this. I think it'll come out nice. I don't know how it's going to work. I haven't seen anybody ever do this. It's a pretty simple like concept. I'm just changing the tank that would that the air compressor would have. So it's not like I'm doing anything groundbreaking, but they certainly don't want you messing with that pop-off valve on a CO2 valve. Everywhere I go, they're like, whoa, what are you doing? It's like, calm down, calm down. We don't need that where we're going. So that's that. The garage is kind of in disarray right now. I keep spinning for some reason. But I'm going to clean the table off real quick so we can start off fresh here. And then I keep saying it, guys. First thing, I'm working on the dash because I want to put the dash in so I can see what it looks like. So I'll be drilling out these rivets, putting that piece in, getting the dash Zeused in so we can see what it looks like finally. And then it's putting the drive shaft in the car, the drive shaft enclosure, the converter bolts, which I do need to figure out a little bit of the spacing. Oh yeah, forgot to look at this, huh? Powder coated seat, boys. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely took the shine out of it. Seat's officially done. Well, I do want to put a lumbar pad there because I'm getting older, and just some lumbar support would be really nice. But other than that, it's comfy. Seat's done. It's all square. My OCD's fine with everything in there. But I'm going to get the garage clean, like I said. Drive shaft enclosure, converter bolts. Was there something else? Yes, the dash. And maybe we'll work on some wiring, huh? What do you say? gauges. Pfft, so 2007. Now we're cool guy club, carbon. Huh? Talk to me. Okay, moving on to the next stuff. God. Bam.
Boom. Bam. Bop. Bada bop. Boom. Pow. Oh!
Look at that. Huh? It 4 Zeuses, 2 Zeuses on this side, 2 Zeuses on the other side. Yeah, it looks incredible. Just like I thought it was going to look. Definitely want to run this dash in the car all the time. But now it's in the car and kind of out of the way. Let me show you the other side. Check it out. I have the steering wheel hung up there, but no, it looks incredible. I love a stock dash in a race car, especially if it doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds like this one doesn't. So a lot of craftsmanship went into this, not by me. So definitely lucked out, but dash is in. Gonna move on to the drive shaft and drive shaft enclosure.
What do you think, Antonio?
My God.
For market no line, I cut that incredibly straight. I cut that straighter than if I did make a line. Okay, real quick. Converter bolts are in. You can kind of see one right there. All 6 of them in with the spacer it needs because I ordered it. I ordered the pads on the converter for my mid-plate thickness on the Nova, and this is a thicker mid-plate, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, drive shaft's in. Drive shaft containment or enclosure is in. I did cut it because it was just a little too long. It was kind of a pain if you ever had to take just this out and not the tranny because it's slid over. There's like a lip on the back that enclosure is slid over. So you have to slide it out and then up. And when you do that, the output shaft is like right there. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that from the video, but I trimmed it a little bit. The U-joint is still contained. So I don't feel like I did anything safety-wise. Just it was fine if this is in here and then you put the tranny in, right? Because it's already slid back. But if I ever needed to take just this out for any reason, I just want to make it as easy to work on as possible. So while I was there, I blindly cut with a cutoff wheel. rather a pretty straight piece for no line. I mean, I cleaned it up a little bit, but that's pretty good. I mean, even when I make a line, it's not that good. So that's done. I think I'm actually making some progress on that guy right there. My burst disc, pop-off valve, whatever we're going to call it. I think I figured it out. I didn't figure it out, but I have a solution. This is a 3/8 brass flare fitting, which is actually a different OD than a 3/8 brass pipe deal or a 3/8 aka -6 JIC fitting. So they're all different. This is going to work though. I'm going to cut that flare off and then drill and tap this for a 1/8 inch NPT, and then this is going to work perfectly with a lot of Teflon, but I feel confident about this. So let's get that done. Okay, yes, it's off center. This already had a hole in it, and I just like chased it with the drill bit. But apparently, it's not center. Do I care? No. Took the flare off, right? So we have more, it runs out of threads in the valve, so you get the flare out of the way, get more threads in there. You get it. Tapped it. I don't know how well the video came out of that, but really drives me nuts that it's not centered, but I'm not going to do this again. So, and it doesn't matter. You're not even going to be able to tell when the fitting's on there. So I'm going to put some Teflon on this, tighten it up, and put it on the tank. Okay. Saturday night recap. I did, in fact, win. That fitting is on there. It's tapped. I don't think it's going to leak. That's done though. The bottle's done. Drive shaft's in. Enclosure's in. Dash is in. Fuel tech is, roughly mounted. That's where it's gonna go, but nothing's hooked up. So that took 5 seconds, but that's in there. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the switch panel up here and see if I want it there or on this crossbar. Get that mounted. Try to get the kind of electronics placed out where they're going to be. I'm going to get the fuel pump apart because there was some rust in there the other day when I looked in it. So going to take it apart and see if I can't clean it up here or if I need to send it out. Just kind of cleaned this mechanical fuel pump, which I think I got some video of. So I actually just ordered a 5-inch fuel pump extension from, I think it's Good Vibrations Motorsports or something like that. So they do a lot of blower stuff, but 5 inches puts it exactly where it needs to be. That's the story of my life.
What do you mean by
that? But to utilize this tank and to run right off the pump or right off the cam and everything with the pump, 5 inches is perfect, which I've been telling people for years.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
But I think that's it for right now. Gonna take a quick video because as I was editing, I realized I didn't leave off in the best spot. So didn't get to any wiring. I keep saying, God, I'm gonna lay out all this wiring, gonna do all this wiring. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything that dealt with any sort of wires. I did jerry rig that compressor up to that 12-volt battery, and Ash thought she was getting shocked, so she, dropped it. Anyway, she wasn't getting shocked. No wiring got done. The headers are on it. My old headers off the Nova just for mock-up. I ordered the new headers and all of the materials. because in 2 weeks, my boy Ronnie Link is coming down, totally on like a charity movement. He's really turning over a new leaf. Ever since he got on this new diet, he's just been so charitable. And he's like, man, let me come down there for 2-3 days, help you out. I was like, are you sure? And he insisted. So he's coming out, super cool of him. We'll get this thing finished up because it'll be nice to have someone here that can knock out all this fab work. And God, what else did we do? I did mount my switch panel. I'm not a liar for that. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. And look at that, huh? Speedwire coming in, Black Friday sale, huh? You know, you see it. Yeah, didn't do a lick of wiring. I keep saying it, dude. Stay tuned for wiring, plumbing. What wiring and plumbing am I doing? You know, it's on my mind. I'm looking forward to it. I just haven't done it. I did put an optic armor window in. A lot of work for that. I don't know. Yeah, have a whole set of optic armors. Might be for sale. Oh, I did take out this switch, so that's kind of wiring, right? Anyway, I don't know what the next video is going to be on. I'm not going to put a little thing in here saying the next video is going to be on this, because I mean I'm like 0 for 5 on that being accurate. So I don't know what the next video is going to be on. There's plenty of wiring, plumbing, and stuff to do. Who knows what I'm going to videotape? Progress being made on the car almost every day. And thanks for watching. Old co-worker Johnny Anderchek. He's about 97 years old. Appreciate you for watching. Giving me a hard time all the time. Miss you, buddy.